How are you? My name's Chris Smith, Bossier City Councilman at Large and running for re-election. First, let me just take a moment to thank each and every one of you. As the incumbent sitting up here, 4 years ago you elected me to my first term, and for that it's been the most rewarding 4 years of my life, and I'm very humbled to get to represent each and every one of you in city government, so thank you. We all took a leap of faith 4 years ago. I took a leap of faith by putting my name on a ballot. It's a tough thing to do, to have people pick you apart, everything that you say, maybe take it out of context, and then the really hard part is on election night, seeing that people voted against you. So first, pray for all of us, not just the three of us running, but the other candidates running, because this is difficult, and someone's going to go home thinking to themselves on March 29th, could I have done a better job? What part of my message did resonate? So we need prayers. But you took a gamble on a 33-year-old with no policy experience, no political experience, very little community service experience. And I think over the last 4 years, I proved that that gamble was right. Over the last 4 years, we've been able to reinvest in our public safety, police and fire. Who remembers the winter storm in 2021, right, when we were all running, right? We had police officers that couldn't even get to parts of the city because we didn't have four-wheel drive vehicles. We addressed that issue. We have new body cams, new dash cams, new infrastructure throughout the city so police can upload reports without driving all the way back to the complex, making them a lot more efficient with their time. Of course, pay raises was the big thing this year, and it took a little bit longer to get there than we wanted to, but we got there. And I think what's sometimes missed in the pay for public safety is the incentive pays that we did last year to help retain and recruit good talent. And so we've really invested heavily. This council and the mayor's administration have invested more money in the last 4 years in each district than any council before. That's our local streets that are in your neighborhoods. That's your sidewalks, your curbs, your parks. No other council has spent more money locally than this council has. And so for that, I'm proud. And it's not always easy working with people that you have difference of opinions with, but it's for the betterment of the city that you find common ground and you work together. We can sit there and bicker all the time, but that doesn't work for Bossier City. That doesn't move Bossier City forward. So sometimes you have to come up and find common ground. And so that's something I'm proud of. Transparency, we have gone above and beyond on the transparency aspect. And all the years prior to my service in Bossier City, you didn't see this kind of public engagement that we have now. And it's not just coming to city council meetings and speaking, it's coming to events like this. It's citizens being more engaged, feeling like they can pick up the phone and call their councilman or send them an email and know that the issue is going to be addressed. I feel like I've been visible at every event that I could possibly be in, sometimes at the detriment of my family, because I know it's important to Bossier City that you have a councilman who is upfront and visible. And so over the next 4 years, what can you expect? The next 4 years is going to be pivotal in Bossier City. You're going to have a young council. You have one council member running for re-election that has served more than 4 years. So the rest of us are either 4 years or going to be brand new. It's going to be a young council. We have the opportunity for the first time in over 30 years to really transform Bossier City's government. So it's a big step in what we're going to do on March 29th. Next council is going to have to figure out a way to help the city grow as the population grows and stay fiscally conservative. Bossier Parish is the fastest growing, one of the fastest growing parishes in the state. It is the fastest north of I-10. So with that, it's going to become streets and sidewalks and quality of life pieces. The school board's going to have to work on schools, but the harsh reality that we as a city have to accept is that growth is really happening outside of Bossier City limits. And what can we do as a city and as a government to bring people back to Bossier City? How can we get them back to the core, to where they can work, where they can shop, where they can enjoy quality of life activities? What can we do while remaining fiscally conservative? It's going to be a challenge, but I'm up to the challenge. It's like what's going to be most important is that we come up with a strategic and intentional plan. What can we do as a city to remain consistent, give the citizens what they need. See, what we've done a lot over the last 30 years is we've just thrown stuff at a wall to see what would stick, and then, oh, that stuck, so we're gonna run with that. But we don't have a vision. What's Bossier City gonna look like in 20 years? And how do we get there?